So welcome back to the channel, everybody. We are here today. We're going to talk a little bit about our trailer that we built. Yes, we built this trailer. We get a lot of comments about where people can purchase this kind of stuff. There are a whole bunch of vendors out there, but because prices are very expensive for trailers and off-roading and campers, we decided to build our own. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. The pros and cons to it, some of the mistakes that we've made with the trailer as far as when we built it out, some things that we probably would change if we did this again, and just how well it works for us to be able to go off-road. So stay tuned. So welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Kenny. So you guys probably know me. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure you also share the video and like it. That's how we are able to do some of this stuff and bring you guys some of this content. So yeah, let's talk about the trailer we built. So this trailer here actually started off as a Harbor Freight trailer. We have the frame down here. That's all it was. We bought it used, had a title. Our goal was to convert it into a RV or RT in Illinois as far as a recreational trailer, and our goal was to be able to take it off-road so we can go where normal campers wouldn't be able to go. That's why we didn't go with like a pop-up or a travel trailer or something like that. And then we wanted something fairly small, so it pulls behind the Bronco very well. As you can see back here, it's hooked to the Bronco right now. So the reason for this is we wanted to be able to go through some small areas, get through some narrow, tight spots, and pretty much go wherever we want. And that's what we've been able to do so far. That's what's great about this. Now, we have some do's and don'ts that we're going to talk a little bit about, but let's talk about how we built this and what we did to get it to this point right here. So the reason we haven't really given you guys a walk around of this is this area right here. It took me a long time to really come to senses that I didn't need some of the stuff I was trying to put in here. So we basically downgraded this to just a countertop. We have a portable sink that actually unfolds. We actually have some stuff down in here. I know it's a mess. But we have some emergency meals, we got some cooking utensils, we got the sink, we got some cabling for some LED lights, some toilet paper, all that kind of stuff. So when we go traveling, we can. We are still in the process of developing this, which it looks like that didn't work out very well. So we'll go back to that. So yeah, we still have a lot of work to do. Right here is the diesel heater. We are actually going to be relocating this a little bit more over when we line this up. That's one of our downfalls. Make sure you guys, when you guys are cutting the holes, you have everything where you need it and it's not lined up. When I cut this hole, I had it too far over to the back corner here. I forgot that I did leave a little bit of space because we were going to be putting a piece of bar across here to kind of tie this all in, and I forgot all about that. That was my fault. But we got some work to do. Luckily this stuff's fairly cheap. We can get a new piece, get that cut. We did aluminum countertops, aluminum trim piece, and then of course our fridge. So we're very happy with the fridge. It's a little dusty. This has kind of been in storage for the last week. We've been really super busy with work and trying to keep up with stuff. We did put a USB charger / voltage back here so that we can see the voltage. We also have power back here, so if we want to charge our phones or anything. And then of course we have the water pump. We have a water pump right here that actually ties into this here. Now this is a hot water heater. I think this is like a 4,000 BTU. I'm not 100% sure. I get all the information on it, but basically the water comes in, comes back out. We got the shower head here. Now the shower head we use multi-purpose. We'll drape it crossed over here, so we'll take this here, drape it across here, and we'll actually use this for a sink as well, for filling up some hot water for doing dishes, or we'll put it over here and set it all up for a shower, which leads us to the next portion of this, and that's the shower. A lot of people ask what this canopy over here is for and what do we use it for. The wife said that we had to have some kind of shower system if we're going to be full off grid for more than a day. When I was talking to the wife about this, she was all for going and doing this kind of stuff, but one of the requirements was she needed a bathroom / shower. So I did a lot of research. I looked everywhere for stuff. I really couldn't find anything that I liked. We had a pop-up one, but it kept blowing over. Even when you staked it in some softer ground, the wind was strong enough to throw it over. Lugging a big toilet around wasn't an option. I did not bring that with today. We were just kind of out in the middle of nowhere, kind of showing this off. But basically, we put a small toilet in there. It's a little toilet seat, and then it's got like the little duty bags that go inside there that you can use, or you can use it as a shower. And this right here gives us the capability of showering off grid, but it also gives us the capability of having hot water. That was a must for the wife, so we made sure we accommodate her. You know, one thing we can't stress enough is if you want your companion, your wife, whoever you're going camping with, and they have some requirements to be able to go do that kind of stuff, make them as comfortable as possible. For me, I could rough it. That's not a problem. But she wanted some comfort. She wanted to be able to have a shower. She wanted to have some privacy when she went to the bathroom. She wanted all that kind of stuff. So we built that out for her. That's not a problem, because I want to be able to enjoy some of these memories and make more memories with her and the kids. And I think this is just a really good opportunity for us to kind of work together on stuff and get this all set up so that she has some sort of privacy where she can use the bathroom. The kids have some sort of area to go use the bathroom. We can shower up, get cleaned up, go explore for the day, come back, enjoy, cook up some nice dinner in our kitchen, which we have this here. We are actually in the process of looking to put some sort of table system on here that folds down a little bit. Nothing too heavy. It's already a big door, and I'm not trusting these hinges. We did order these doors, this door and the 2 side doors, from Vintage Technologies up in Michigan. I've been pretty happy. There are some complaints about them, but I'm not going to share them here. So one of the other things that we did, my wife back in December purchased me some jerry tans, and this was a company I'd never heard of. They've worked extremely well. These were on the back. If you remember from some of my previous videos, these were on the back. They hold about a gallon, 1.25 gallons of gas each. So that gives me roughly just about 2.5 gallons of gas, which is perfect if you're off for a trail in. Gets you off the trail if you do run out of gas. But we decided to change it out for the Roto packs, and I didn't want something back here that was flammable. I originally just put those on there just so we had the extra cans. We did not have the Wilco off-road tire mount back there, so I didn't have any space to be able to put that in there. Of course, riding with jerry cans inside, never a good thing. Put it on top. I was trying to keep some of that stuff off the top, and I'm trying to keep some of the wind deflection down, but I know having the big boxes up there, and then the recovery boards as well, but we kind of ran out of space and we need to be able to put them somewhere. So 2 boxes up there do hold our tools when we go off-road, plus some recovery gear, so that if we ever needed to get off the trail or anything, we could. But we went with these Roto packs back here. Water works for cooking, and then plus we can leave these on here. We never have to take them off. We take this off and we have a little USB device, a little water pump USB device that hooks in there, pumps the water out to whatever we need to. We can use this for drinking water. We can use this for extra water to put into our tank, which we have behind here. It's a little bit of a mess. Like I said, we have a 10-gallon water tank back here. I know it's not a lot, but it has worked really good for us. Logan and I have tested that out, as well as my wife and I, on the last trip that we went on. So plus, with the propane, I wanted to be able to do the quick connect system. So we have the propane tank, which is a little 11-pound tank over here. Let's show you guys. So we have this here from Power Tank. It's a little 11-pound tank for propane. And we have the ability to hook onto there. We have additional pieces, as you can see, the ones that fell down there. We have the pieces that we can tie onto there, plus we have the quick disconnects here, bam, so that we can hook our custom fire pit that we build, hook that up. We can hook our, we have a, losing my train of thought. We can hook our Blackstone to the back here, which works really good. yeah, we built this out to kind of give us a little bit of comfort and a little bit of quickness to be able to have stuff. We didn't want a whole bunch of hoses laying all around. That could be a trip hazard if we got kids and stuff running around. One of the other things we had before, right up underneath here, you'll see on some of the other stuff, we had little drop legs there. They kind of pulled out, flip back, and drop down. That didn't work. The biggest ones we got, we couldn't get to work when we went off-roading down in Amarillo for the E3 Overland Rally. We couldn't get some of the stuff to hit the ground. We were wasting our time trying to level it. So that's where these little bad boys came in. I've seen these on trailers before. I thought it was a really good idea. So we bought a set of those, grinded it down, welded it up. Be nice, please. My welds, I know, aren't that great, but they hold up. We've tested them out, and they go all the way down. That's what's the nice thing about these. So that gives us the flexibility that when we go off-road, if we have a high clearance area and we have a huge drop somewhere, we can drop that down, plus add some stuff underneath it if we need a rock or something to be able to kind of level it out, so that we can stabilize the trailer with the jack up front. And we also reinforced the front a little bit on the frame from the original design that Harbor Freight had. We put these two bars here to kind of give it an A-frame type in the section here. It was a little not wobbly. It was a little wobbly and not stable, and I didn't trust it. So we're just kind of building it out for us to be more stable and to work for us. So yeah, we got the drop legs, we got the roto packs for the jerry cans, quick connect, speakers, cooking area. So let's talk about the Batwing. This is our 270-degree Batwing. We are not sponsored by Rhino Rack. We purchased this one because we did a lot of research. OVS was the original one that we were looking at, but they were about 9 to 10 weeks out before we could even get it. They were talking about they weren't even going to have it in until early spring, which would have been fine, but we had a trip planned in December. If you guys remember, we went down to Florida and Alabama. We posted that down on the channel. If you guys want to see those videos, make sure you guys hit up there on the link. And yeah, for the price, I can't beat it. Like, you know, a lot of people are gonna talk crap about the Rhino Rack Batwing. It's not stable enough for high winds. Every piece of equipment is gonna have its downfalls. We get it. Like, okay, I get that they give us extra pieces here because that's where it's going to be one of the breaking points where it's pulling up. I get that. We've had this in some high winds. As long as you secure it, you're good. Like, we have had no issues with this. It works really good. So make sure you guys test it out for yourself. I get that we give out reviews and we try to give our opinion on this kind of stuff, but every product will have some sort of downfall, and that's what a lot of people don't get, is you will never find a product that's 100% perfect. So the Bronco Sport has defects. It's brand new. I get it. Jeep's been around a while. Everybody's gonna go with them. I'm different. I was a Jeep guy. I still am a Jeep guy. We have the Jeep Trailhawk. I love it. But getting off topic here, Batwing, I know a lot of people are gonna give me crap about this, saying that it's not the best one out there, and that I really probably should have went with the OVS or one of the other ones. I don't care. It's our rig. We like it. It works for us, and that's all that matters when you guys build your rigs. If it works for you guys and you guys are put into a spot where you guys need something a little bit cheaper, then probably just a traditional awning that comes out the side like what we got from Napa, that worked really good. But as we started going through here, I was cooking back here one day and it was raining and we had no cover, and it was miserable. The more comfortable you can make this adventure, the better more fun you're gonna have, the better experience you're gonna have. So make sure you guys do some research, but then try it out for yourselves. If it doesn't work, you always can recoup some money back onto it if you guys need to get rid of it. But for the most part, most of it's going to be trial and error to find out what works for you guys. So let's talk a little bit about the rest of the trailer and some of the add-ons that we added onto this and some of the things that we learned. So this is our battery box, and we have two 100 amp hour batteries from here, deep cycles. We have them connected in parallel, sorry, to bring us 200 amp hours on 12 volt system. We have the NOCO battery charger that actually charges the batteries back up once we get to shore power and we need that. Just got some other miscellaneous things. We got an extension cord, some recovery gear that plugs into the Bronco just in case we need a D-hook on the back. Yeah, we kept it pretty simple. Got the electronics here, and then we got some more in the back that go to the back, or go to this inside portion here. And that's going to be for the aux beam. That's actually buried behind this wall here. Can't really get to it, but it is there. We use the aux beam controller. So this trailer is actually built on a Harbor Freight frame. We changed the axle. It had originally had a 4-lug axle on here. I think it was about 2,000 pounds it would take, which would be fine for this, but we wanted to be able to upgrade to the Jeep style 5-lug wheels so that we can put an adapter plate on there so it matches the Bronco. So not only do we have the spare tire on the Bronco, so if something happens, if we're just trailing by ourselves, if something happens to these wheels, get us a flat tire, something blows out, whatever, we have a spare back there as well that will bolt right up to this. So our concept behind that was to make sure we were versatile so that if we ever were on the trail, we could get back off to a safe area while we do any type of repairs or anything like that. Took the trailer, we gutted it, and we started sanding down the frame, and then we started painting some of it up. We didn't get all of it painted up before we wanted to. I got a little anxious, and then basically we built the floor, which is underneath there. It's sealed underneath now so that no water gets up into it. But basically we built the floor and we built the walls. So we used pressure treated wood for the flooring, some 2x4s to build the actual outside structure for it. And then we did 3/4 inch plywood for the bottom. And then we did 3/4 inch plywood for the sides, as well as 3/4 inch plywood for the roof. Now we only did use 1/2 inch for the front and the back, because we actually started building some structural stuff into here with these bars here in the front and the back. And once we got this all skinned up, we sealed it all up with, we got some caulk and stuff we still got to clean up here, but these pieces of angle aluminum, we put it all around, sealed all the sides up, and then we did a rubber roof. We were looking at a whole bunch of different options, but after we started doing more research, we were thinking about just using the aluminum. We decided to use the rubber roof. We saw a lot of good things about this. It's going to last a long time. It does stay very dry inside, and that's like what's really nice about this. Inside, we used some pine wood for the insides. We painted it all up because we wanted to be able to make it look a little bit nicer. We didn't like the natural wood look, so we decided to go with the white. Of course, we added some creature comforts, TV, fan. We also have the small fan over there, but we also have a fantastic fan here that when you shut both these doors and you open these bottom windows and you got that set for in or out, it actually feels like air conditioning. Now we did test it again just to verify that we weren't going to be lying to you guys, and it's true. It gets a nice draft going, like some of those old central fan houses. It works really good by pulling the air up and kind of cooling down. Cool. Stereo, some speakers. Of course, we had to have a TV just in case we hit those bad weather days that we're not going to be able to get out too much. At least we have something to kind of sit inside with and kind of enjoy. And we have the diesel heater control over there, as well as a Vectron energy monitor. So this Vectron monitor is actually tied to the 2 batteries in front, which we'll go see here in a second. And it basically helps us monitor how much usage we're using, how many amperages, what's the power life. Put a 7,500 pound stand on here with a leg. That's overkill, I get it. But we also put a 360 degree hitch on here when we built the whole system out. We chopped the front of the trailer off, popped that on there, installed all that. I'm very happy with that. That made off-roading 10 times easier. Always have a backup plan just in case you're recording and your GoPro overheats because it's so hot out. I do have a second one, but it's at home, so we're using my cell phone. Plus we have the DJI Osmo 4 gimbal to make it a little bit easier and smoother. So what we were talking about is we started packing some stuff down while we were trying to let the GoPro cool down. So one of the other things that we needed to do was add on the rooftop tent we have. So we have an OVS rooftop tent, OVS shower tent. We were trying to stick to all OVS. Wasn't going to happen. But we had to be able to put the rooftop tent on. So one of our solution was these Highland constructor bars. We purchased 2 sets of these. Comes in 2 of them, so we got a total of 4. Basically mounted these all strategically across the top here, bolted them into the actual top of the frame, and then we basically lifted the rooftop tent up just a little bit with some aluminum block, and yeah, bolted it right to the top. We've been thousands of miles with it this way. It works extremely well. Kids have been up there. Downfall to this is you can feel every movement inside the trailer down below when somebody's up top. If they start moving around throughout the night, you can kind of feel it. So I think that's where we're going to look at trying to do some sort of air suspension later on. But for right now, it'll work. Some of the stuff we can just deal with, and that's one of the things that we're just not worried about, and we'll just deal with. So yeah, hope you guys like this video. Make sure you guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe. If you guys are still existing, or if you guys are not new to the channel, make sure you guys like, share, and comment down below what you guys think of this video. What do you guys think of the trailer? I want to know. Is there things that you guys would have done different? Is there things that you have done different because you guys built your own trailer? I want to see them. Leave them in the comments down below. And also let us know if there's anything else that you guys are looking for. You know, for the most part, we have everything that we need. You know, we got a beefy trailer with a beefy axle. We have the comfort and the availability to be able to go out in some of the heat. Now we're going to test that. I can't promise that's going to be a good thing or bad thing. On the day-to-day, with the sun shining, we can put it in there. We can definitely cool down. We are looking at the EcoFlow air conditioning for this. It's a little pricey, but we are looking at that later on, if we can use that to kind of help cool, and then we'll basically be able to put that in there. It's battery powered, and it'll help cool us at night. That's mainly what we need. During the day when we're out traveling and doing stuff, that really doesn't matter. It's mainly at night that we got to stay somewhat cool and kind of be a little more comfortable. That's my creature comfort, is getting us a good night's sleep so that for the next day we're rested and we can go have some fun. So